Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another review. Had a couple of days off, so just taking it a little bit slower today, and actually coming out with a new challenge, which I'm only staying with four symbols, just to kind of mitigate my or minimize my over trading, and being a little bit more of a sniper. Catching the moves with volume as well as level 2, book map, and so on. So, yeah, let's take a look at the review today. Spy was pretty rage bound, kind of hovered around VWAP and closed pretty much where it was, and then moved up a little bit in after hours. I think the inauguration tomorrow is going to provide a little bit of volatility as well, so we're definitely seeing a little bit of uncertainty at these highs. So that was that, but let's take a look at some of the trades today. So started off actually very poor. I took a couple of days off for the long weekend, but got pretty started off really poor, as I mentioned. So we get this kind of support breakdown, and then it fails to push up. And then if you take a look, I mean, there's buying volume is actually picking up right here. So not a great setup, first of all, and completely chasing. If you take a look at the daily over here, or the minute chart over here, I mean, there is a pretty big gap here. However, should not be chasing this. Would be much better to catch a pop on low volume pullback. So nonetheless, I get that short, and then it instantly squeezes me and stops me at the open. I did take a wide stop. I was looking to add if we had a little bit of a lighter pop, and then continued, but they just went straight up and took me out. However, right after it took me out, we have this engulfing candle that went straight down, and then indecision gets bought up. So this is a sign of strength. No reason to be shorting this. And then what do? We're above all the moving averages, above VWAP, above pre-market level, and I ended up shorting again, which was a terrible decision. Comes up and then stops me out. So both of these trades are out of my playbook. This one is chasing. This one's within the range. No need to be taking that whatsoever. And then I end up catching a nice, actually, trend line break towards the mid to end day, and get a nice one there. So we get a flush through. First cover is into the $10 level, which is also the pre-market high, as you can see. So I cover into that level there, and then again into VWAP, and then it kind of consolidates a little bit. And I didn't like this double bottom that it started making, so I actually covered a little bit more off, and then it started breaking down. So I added it back on, thinking this continuation move could follow through. Didn't get the follow through. Faked me out. Had a little bit of a reversal candle here with some buying volume coming in, so I just got out of that one. Um, Overall, was a nice win. Actually, made most of it back on this one here, but not happy with these two. First of all, extremely wide stops. Second of all, non-playbook setups. Next was ACRS. Kind of got caught in a similar situation here. This one I actually took as a reversal. So we had this huge climactic push here, and then we started getting top ticks kind of around this high of day range, and then as it rejects, I get short, and then my stop was actually here, but as I was adjusting my stop, it flushes through and then right back down. So I didn't cancel it, or I put it on right after actually to my initial stop, and then covered into VWAP, came back up, and then got stopped out. So what they've been doing, it looks like, is they've been pushing it up, showing you that it's about to die, and then look what happens the rest of the day. Has a huge rally. So one thing I got to be a little bit more cognizant of is maybe waiting for below VWAP and then a fail, rather than just the initial push and stuff. The next I get in actually into a long, which I don't really like to do, but there was some. Sorry, I guess I should show you some level 2 here. So we did have some seller coming in here. That's kind of what gave me confirmation as well. And then we had buyer that was stacking his order right here. So I ended up getting long against that buyer at 14.50, half dollar. Bounce had a nice little double bottom there. This could have been a great add for a long, and then covered into daily, or yeah, it must have been daily. high of day, and then as is kind of rounding rejection off the daily. Not a great exit here. I was looking for 18, just under 18 for the next one. So I'm not too happy about that, but then I did hold off until 19, which is actually supposed to be up till 20, but wouldn't have hit because I was just a couple pennies under 20. But anyways, I'm happy catching that on level 2. Let me just show you what was going on here. Alright, so that was at 10:20, so it was right before this halt. So as you see, we're coming back down, just to go like this. So we had some buyers stepping up here. This isn't where I got in. This is actually where I shorted. This was my short right here off this level, and then got stopped out, covered right there, and then we come into here and a buyer steps up, and then as we see, the buyer steps up again. So he's stacking his orders, getting a little more aggressive. So I actually get in right around here. After that first pop off that level, we come back down, and then I cover into highs, and then was looking at, as I mentioned, 20 for that major liquidity level to cover into, but ended up getting out just around 19 here, as there was some offers there as well. So that was that trade. Let's take a look at CCIV is next. So this one I'm not too happy with. I missed a couple of excellent setups right here. VWAP push, J lines, daily. Also a mirror level, as you can see. This kind of level was holding support, became resistance. So that could have been a great short. And then we started coming back down here, and we're forming kind of an ascending triangle. So I'm not sure why I'm shorting here, but we did have a push. Rejection off VWAP, and then as it was coming back down, I took it short, was looking for low of day, but didn't get that, and then just stopped out here. Similar kind of thing what we have on Bookmap. We had a level that came in right below VWAP, so I was looking to play that level, but wasn't strong enough, and we got bought through. I believe it was right here. So we reject, and I get short. This was kind of the stuff, and then I get short right here, expecting this seller to maybe step down, although there is quite a bit of buyers here, which I definitely missed. If I saw that many buyers coming in, I probably wouldn't have got in, but anyways. And then as we come here, we can see this buyer stepping up, so there's definitely buying power, and then it gets taken out here. So yeah, that was that trade. Let me flip back here. Next and last trade. Oh, sorry. Oh, I missed. So yeah, a couple of A+ setups here that I missed. It was this pop into this level, and then also this pop right here. So this is also the previous day level. We got the moving averages there, the 1,000, the 200. And as I mentioned, the previous support turned to resistance. This would have been great. There's actually some resistance as well at 18 on level 2, so that would have been a great pop, and I was kind of upset that I missed this one as well as this one, so I was looking for any pop to short, and then this kind of seemed like a pop, so I just shorted that. So that was that one I missed, and then also missed the trend line breakthrough VWAP. Probably would be covering somewhere around there. If I didn't hit that one, I probably would have just caught that one because I would have adjusted to there. And then would have caught that right there, and then probably stopped for the final there. So missed a couple of setups there. It is what it is. Last one is NERV. So this one I was watching in pre-market. I did like this climactic reversal. Didn't catch it though, so I was just kind of waiting to see what would happen. And then we get this flush through here, and just kind of never really looked back. I was watching kind of this trend, thinking that we rejected, could see a rejection here. So that's what was going on here, kind of into the J lines and into the daily. So we get this indecision. I mean, the volume is essentially dry here, nothing to really look forward to. But I do get short, thinking we could continue to flush. Instead, it squeezes up, and then I got out. So One thing I didn't have here is patience. There was liquidity up here, and then also liquidity got added once we broke through. So once again, looking at the levels here, this is a great spot to be adding into that trend line in front of VWAP, and then you got the previous support turned into resistance, so that's a great setup there. And then also right here, as you can see, we got another level here. This is also the daily, this pink line here, and then we had the resistance up here, so it could have even scaled up. Instead I got squeezed out into that move, so not very happy about that, but anyways, that's kind of what happened. And then I actually hit this this trend line break here right at the 200, covered into this previous level. I did actually want a little bit more, but there was a huge bid on level 2 here that I thought might hold, and that's essentially exactly what happened. It kind of curled up. This could have been a great exit here, especially off of this this bid, but ended up reshorting off of a lower high, and then broke down. Once again, I had my stop, or my profits right there, and then squeezed me out. So this was a break even just because I was adding to this one. Overall, it was a decent day. As I mentioned, a couple of things I got to stay away from is catching these non-setups in the morning. They did hurt the overall performance, but I'm happy with some of the other trades I made. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you later. Cheers.